Hope everyone's around. This is going to be try 2 for Across the Obelisk. Uh, I've gone ahead and done a few things to make it a bit more, get better acquainted with the game. Beaten it twice so far. I've unlocked most of the characters, and I've unlocked several of the pets and different cards, so hopefully that will make things better. Hopefully we'll be joined by someone to make it a little more interesting, because I don't know how much I'm going to talk. I guess I have a pretty solid understanding of the mechanics so far. Alright, let's go. Start off, we're going to pick a team. We can go with a team I haven't really used yet, but I like him as tank. Let's see, who should we go with? Let's see, been using 2 mages so far. I find them pretty powerful. Why don't we switch out this mage though, Cornelius? I've used him a ton. Pop in Thools instead, because he's really good at poisons. He's just great all around. Keep him as a healer, Reginald. I don't really think I've switched him out much at all. We get some more points for Thools, so let's do that. As a perk system, each time you go back to the main game. So, let's be startling my cat. Let's see, we want to increase his piercing damage. Let's do sharp. Lose 1 poison charge at the end of the turn, then remove 1 charge. Poison enemies deals 50% more damage, but loses all charges at the end of the turn. That's good. Charges that you apply +1 is pretty good. Poison reduce shadow resistance. I might go with that, just because it syncs well with the other character. What else we got? Probably just stuff up some of his evasion abilities, maybe? Give him speed. Speed. You just pump up his general health. Armor. Health. Alright, that's good for now. Who else are we bringing with us? Zach. Perk-wise, this hero plays a card that costs more than 6 energy, front 1 energy. That's good, but I'd rather see if we can get any more. Dark damage. Charges that you apply +1. Dark on hero explodes at 38 charges. More stacks. I think that might be better. Dark explosion enemies deal 35% more damage. Does not stack. Dark charge enemies also explode at the end of the turn. So that won't allow as much stacking. Let's do this. Well, we still have 3 points left, so why don't we put it in just some survivability. There we go. So resistances and pioneer perks. Let's get his health all the way up. Anything we want to add? Probably physical abilities, more block. Firm. Perfect. Then, so I'm running Reginald, just a general all-around healer. Generation on heroes also increases healing received. Generation on this hero also heals the other heroes at their side. That's not bad. Generation on heroes also increases shadow resistance. That's worthless to me. Anything for dispel would be good, but I'm not seeing that here. Just get his survivability up. Perfect. Alright, I think this is the team we're going to take. Move these around. Begin adventure.
It all started on the princess's 16th birthday, when suddenly, a burst of energy erupted from the princess's chamber and swept through the kingdom of Sinenthia. The royal guard but none of them returned. The trail of the princess was lost, deep in the old forest, near the ancient obelisk that had been dormant for centuries. Desperate, the king proclaimed a royal decree, announcing a reward for whoever brought the princess home safely. The news spread quickly throughout the kingdom. Many groups of adventurers prepared to investigate the obelisk. This is the story of one of those groups.
Alright, to start off with, we go to the town. Gotta craft some cards, actually from the previous run. This is all my saved up money, take this in. Town upgrades. The cost of moving cards is reduced, we'll take that. Epic cards can be crafted in the second town, that'll be useful. That's good for now. And then we're gonna start crafting cards. And what we want to do is strip the deck down after this. So let's get Book of Nightmares for him. Great little card. 3 Curse of Exhaustion, probably get rid of one of those, probably get rid of one of those. I want Curse of Fragility. Probably Curse of Vulnerability. Probably 2 Curse of Fragilities. Nightmare's not bad. Pestilence, I enjoy Pestilence a lot, so we'll get 2 of those. We'll be fine for now. For Thul's, I think he's going to go pretty heavy into Poison, so we'll go down to Poison, Toxic Rain rather. Get both of those. We're going to upgrade these Viper Strikes. We're going to get rid of these Dual Strikes, so we're going to get something to replace it. Probably Poison Dagger. I think that'll be fine for him for now. Anything with all monsters would be perfect, but... No, this is potent, but we can save it for now. We're going to get rid of 3 cards here, and then... Get rid of 3 cards here, and then upgrade all of these. That's good for now. Heiner, we want group defense all around. I think Stockade is down here, take that. It's probably good for him. Entrench is a great card. We might take it early, yeah. And then from Reginald, the biggest thing we need is Dispels. I don't think we can get a Mass Dispel yet, which is a great card. Yeah, no Mass Dispel, that's fine. We're also going to get 2 Healing Rains. So, let's upgrade the... let's remove the bad cards we're not going to need. Right away. Card removal is free because it's an upgrade you can get for the town in the first city. Another place that's going to cost you money. And you can't go below a minimum of 15 cards, so we're going to strip everyone down. Cards I don't need. Dark Pack is good, but we really don't need it. I want to get rid of 1 Curse of Shadows. I want to get rid of 1 Shadow Bolt. Honestly, we don't need Drain Life, but I'd rather just get rid of this because we're going to be stacking up so much anyways. Yeah, so let's get rid of Dark Pact. It just causes damage to yourself, and this is going to happen anyways with his innate ability, so that's fine. Reginald, he does not need attack cards in the slightest. We'll strip those down. Yeah. Heinrich also does not need attack cards. Strip that. That one. This one. We can get rid of 1 Steel Skin for himself because his job is just to protect everyone else. And now we'll upgrade the cards we have in our hand. So Toxic Rain, switch it straight away just to Poison. No sense in giving them Rain. Might put out fires. We're not really going to do a lot of fire damage. Viper Strike will only affect the front monster. Don't want that. Want to get just purely any monster in the group so we can target enemies that we need to. This will only work with stealth, so I might get rid of it later. For now, I want to make sure I have enough money for everything. Book of Nightmares, I want it to immediately appear in our hands. 3 full nightmares, we'll do that. Honestly, we don't really need to upgrade any of these unless we can upgrade some jumps. Jump 3 would be good. Get 1 jump 3. We don't need anything else. Heinrich, I want stockade upgraded, probably. Include more thorns and entrench. Yeah, we want that extra fortify that'll allow us to save guard over turns. It's probably good for now. Let's get healing rain just to give target heroes so we don't accidentally add any regeneration to the enemy. And then if we can, 2 dispel, 1 buffer, which will prevent curses, and then 3 dispel. And that should be good for now. Let's see if there's anything we can buy in the store. Yep. So, we get a ring for Thul's. Let's see, and then we can probably use Steadfast Shield. Let's re-roll one, see what we have. Nothing of any value. Nothing of any value at all. So, that's fine. We don't need any equipment right away. Now we're going to figure out what we're going to do here for pets. I'm going to give Bunny to Heiner so he speeds up a little bit every so often. You can have Bloodsucker. It's not particularly useful for you, but that's fine. I like to give Betty the sheep to Zek. And you know what? You can have the fire. Perfect. So we have a stacked out group. We just go on our way. Where should we go? Anything special? We have a wolf in distress. We've already completed his quest. We have him. We've completed his quest. We have him. Any special events? Honest work. There's a bunch of random quests that can give you gear or unlock things. I don't know if I've done this, so why don't we try it? We'll be fighting 3 Khorne to begin with. They start out poisoned because of Thul's here. Because we're stealth, we can target one right away. Perfect. And let's just make sure he dies next turn. Perfect. So poison effects after their turn, killing them beforehand would be even better, which we might be able to do. Let's get some nightmares out and start throwing nightmares into the area. Target the ones that are weakest to begin with and bounce these around. Perfect. So, performance. The faster you get it done, more money you get, more experience you get, and then the card rewards you get will be better. We don't need any of this. We want to keep our deck small, so unless it's something we need, skip it. Get rid of that. Absolutely don't need this. Ray of Hope would be good, but I don't think we need it right now. Alright, Scorched Field. Honest work. In this part, Cynthia's farmland, you find a small group of farmers working on rebuilding a house. When you approach, they ask if you can help. Accept their offer. Leave politely or extort them. We'll accept the offer to help. Help them rebuild it. They give us some rope. That will open up quests later on if we need them. There's a hatch here. I'm trying to remember if I've done the hatch. I think that's how I got one of the pets, but we might as well do it. There's some good loot down there, so we'll fight some more Khorne and 2 farmers. Again, start out poisoned. He starts out on fire anyways. Toxic rain, perfect. Give everyone poison. And let's target the farmers. Take out the one in the back first. Perfect. Barely used any of the AP. Now they're all suffering from damage, and start with this. Let's Shadow Bolt this one. He's gonna die next turn. Hit him with Curse of Fragility. Good, Heinrich goes. We're going to guard ourselves. Guard the healer, and we'll guard Zex. No need to dispel. Throw some rain on just for regeneration, and we'll just add a barrier to everyone. And we can save the AP there. Add some regeneration. Healed a little bit. That's fine. Poison again. Target the one with the most health. Ideally, we'll kill them this turn. Going to stealth. Let's see, what do we have? Book of Nightmare is probably best. Get a fragility on him. And then we'll target the one with most health. Perfect, 2 turns to kill them. Not the fastest, but it's useful. Intercept wouldn't be bad, but it's not upgraded. No, none of that. Blur. No. We have enough blurs, I think. None of these are useful, and none of these are useful. So we'll just keep stacking this up. In the meantime, into the hatch we go. 5 or higher, try to open the hatch in a safer way than jumping in. Think we can do this. We might have enough stacked cards for... Yes, perfect. There's always a risk when it comes to card draw. We can use the rope down here, distracting the 2 guards that we have guarding this door. Perfect. So, poison them. And we'll target the one in the back just because. Pestilence will do it on the one in the back. Should bounce around twice at least. Perfect. Let's hit with this. Hopefully we draw something. Yeah. Heat beam. And if we stack up of enough defense on him, yep, kill him 1 turn. Perfect. More upgrade. Shield bash is great. We'll actually take that. This isn't upgraded, so we're not going to take it. Setup wouldn't be terrible, but get rid of that. Stable power. It suffers some damage, makes you more powerful. Don't need it. Don't need barrier. Don't need any of this. Want to keep the decks light for now. We'll be getting much better cards later on. Go to this corridor. I don't usually go to the one on the bottom. I should mention, if you ever take one of these options, you have to fight a more difficult fight. It's not a bad thing, to be honest, depending on how hard it gets. These buffs make the enemies more interesting to deal with. I don't really think either of these is particularly useful. Maybe the rare equipment shop. We're going to take quite a bit of damage from just like built up fire. We'll do it. Think we might be able to, yeah, 2 ahead. 2 are too fast. Take out the one in the back. She should be dead. Hopefully we don't take too much here. Alright, what do we have? Book of Nightmares, absolutely. Since she's gonna take that afterwards, let's just kill her now. And let's get fragility on tank they have. We'll start pounding with these. And yeah, just done with this. And we can slow him down so the other guys can go ahead of him. Just entrench everyone. Plenty of block. Rain on everyone. Rain on everyone. And you had some damage. We'll heal you up. Into round 2. Not as fast, but that's fine. And I think we can probably kill him in 1 turn. And with this. And he's gone. Perfect. Great. Only +1 to cards here, but that's fine. None of these are useful. None of these are useful. And courage wouldn't be too bad. It'll also give resistance, but you know what? I'll take it. And this is not that great of an item shop, but we will. This is going to replace this, but it'll increase our healing done, which I don't find terribly useful. This is terrible. This is not worth it. Go over here. We can use the Pigman, or I can use Zek's ability. Competition for the lowest. We're going to throw the Pigman. It's probably the safest option. Oh, and they all receive Dark Miasma, which is a... Ooh, they all suffer. They're all gonna suffer a Dark Charge when they draw it, but it's only once, and it will give them all a boost. I think that's perfectly fine. It's good to have cards like that. And he can help out in this summoning ritual. Persuade. Let's just fight him. Yeah, this is how I unlocked, I think, this imp up here. So, let's see. Start out with Poison Daggers. Get a Viper Strike on him, get this on him, and then Stealth up for our next attack. He'll summon.
Very wise move.
Oh, are you here, Tom? Thanks for keeping this entertaining.
Yeah,
Are you watching this?
I am watching. I'm watching the Twitch stream, so it's a little behind, but
Here, let me stream to you real quick.
what I miss?
Not really, I was just going over... I've beaten this game twice, and I'm better at it now, so... I'm just going over, like, the basics of it, how much I've unlocked. These are all... Well, most of these are unlocked characters. I use the base healer. You can see all the resistances up here for how resistant they are to different types of damage. There's a lot going on.
Is this better or worse than Monster Train?
I love Monster Train a lot, Tom, but I can't play that game again. So when you play a game 1,000 times, you don't...
Didn't they release a DLC for it?
They did. I didn't play the DLC. I just played the fucking game too much. Shield Bash, get him up, and we'll stack some defense on everyone, you know, just in case the healer gets extra defense. And then...
Why is that sheep so mad?
Oh, the angry sheep, that's Betty. She shoots out damage every turn, which is pretty great. This, don't need any spells. Up our tank's ability. And then Thools can probably poison unless he draws Backstab, which he did. Perfect. Backstab, hit the boss. We really should just focus on the boss.
How are you to this run?
This is pretty early. It's the very beginning of it. I just, like, when you told me to stream, I was just beating the last one.
Told you to.
You yelled at me. You said, you better fucking stream. And I was like, okay, sir.
Back to the game minds with you.
That's how you work. Stack up some dark on him. Heiner, that's your name here. This will create a taunt so everyone focuses on the tank. Stack up as much defense on him as possible. I'm gonna need you to start talking in a second so I can check on my sausages.
Your sausages?
Gian got home, he demanded dinner.
I see. He is very grumpy when he hasn't eaten dinner.
It's true. He's a very grumpy man. We'll get rid of this. Stack up some on him. No one's damaged, so that's fine. Save up AP.
You get one of those George Foreman grills and you just let it go at it.
You work for George Foreman?
I wish.
Stealth up, get an invasion.
Kid's been selling grills for like 30 years.
Barricade, and hit him. He'll probably be dead this turn.
This may shock you, but the George Foreman grill is just a rebadged grill from England.
Wait, is it?
Some European grill.
George Foreman didn't make the grill?
He didn't make the grill, it's just a rebadge when it came to the States. And we'll respect loss for George Foreman, huh?
I mean, I didn't have a ton to begin with. Nothing against George Foreman. Alright, now we get loot.
Alright, what do you want? You want that amethyst ring.
Yeah, that's pretty good all around. Do I want it on... Everyone gets one piece, and also it replaces anything it goes into the slot of, which is deeply annoying. Fire resistance, searing... When is Searing Blast? So you get a free Searing Blast with that. Oh, that's only in the first turn, though. Yeah, what did... Oh. That's my alarm. Good. Let's see. So yeah, he can get resistances. This is Searing Blast. We don't need it. We really don't need any of this garbage. It's pretty shitty. We'll just take the money. You get better stuff from beating the actual main bosses in the game. Ooh, but we can go to this and use this horn, because we stole his horn. Try to corrupt the altar? Sure. Yeah, we corrupted the altar. I don't actually know what this does. Card corruption. I've never done this before. You can corrupt a card of your choice and transform it into the most powerful version. However, this is not an easy task, and failing will instead damage the card. Will damage the card instead. You can also increase the chance of success with sacrifices. That's interesting. So, what can I corrupt? Shuffle 2 recurring nightmares from the target's desk. It's not particularly useful. But pestilence. It's kind of useless.
Always with the pestilence with you.
What do I want to do? So there's a 70% chance. I'm gonna do a dispel. 4, that's gonna make it burn, rain. Ooh, it's a heal. That's really good. So 70% chance, perfect. What? It said 83.
What'd you do?
I rolled on this, and it said I rolled an 83, and it said I had a 70% chance. Isn't that better? Do I have to get 70? It's 60% now. Nope. Okay, so they're just fucking me over. Oh, fuck this place. Everyone leveled up, though, so when you level up, you can choose between 2 different abilities. Usually this is attack side, defense side, or one speciality and another. We'll go with Steel Forge here. Thools, we'll go with Black Talons. Cursemancy for you, and Focus Healing. Perfect. And just go this way. Crumbling Tower. He has to pull a defense card, which he should do because he doesn't have many non-defense cards. Took no damage from that. And onto here. And we have to tell stories to a pack of werewolves. We could tell them how we defeated some demon. It's good. We did it. If we go up here, there's another mini-boss, and I'm probably going to do that. Plague Shot is good. We'll take that. Let's just make the fight harder. Start by attacking the shaman in the back. Do this. Put the shaman full of death. Perfect, he's dead. And poison everyone. How'd your day go, Tom?
Alright. Went alright.
Were you
What's that?
Were you rear-ended today?
I was rear-ended. I was at a red light, just waiting my turn to go, as you do, and got tapped in the butt.
As it happens.
As it happens. Just took her information down and say, I'll figure out what I want to do later.
Did you demand money on the spot?
Nah.
Guard everyone. Guard yourself. Perfect. Spell that. He's gonna attack the healer at the beginning of the turn, so that's fine. Kill him. Kill him. Stealth up. Mark him. I love that sheep. Curse Demancy here. Every time I apply a curse, it should cheapen another card. Which is the cost of the highest card. I guess I have no other curse cards. That's fine. Besides being rear-ended, what else happened to you today?
Not much. I played this game called Brotato. Have you played any Brotato?
I've not played Brotato. Hey, this is a corrupted version. What's Brotato about?
It's another one of those ass games. You know, everybody's into those asses.
What are you talking about?
Auto shooter. what was the acronym for it? It's one's like a Vampire Survivor and all those things.
Oh yeah.
Auto stick shooter, I believe they're calling them. So it's like that. It's very similar to that, but it's a very closed field. You got pretty much the screen.
Are you upset about Vampire Survivor's incredibly expensive DLC?
$2? I paid $2 for that game and want me to pay that exact same amount for a few levels? They're out of their mind, Cory. I'm on Reddit. I am sending death threats to the developer. I am not having it.
I know, how dare they?
I've only gotten 50 hours of gameplay out of that, and they want another $2 from me.
Steel Forge.
Fucking true.
I can't believe it. They're just greedy developers.
I still find it very funny how they're like just retraced Castlevania graphics. Like it's clearly from Castlevania.
It does seem that way.
Yeah.
Hey, look at this. We can beat the boss on turn 2. First time I played this, that boss fucked me up. We'll take another plague shot. We don't need anything for him. Curse of Elements isn't bad. A lot of status debuffs. And nothing for the healer. And here's the first part of it here. We got loot. Most of it's garbage. I think for him, any hit will also include a bleeding effect. Healer, get a free howl on the first turn. You can get some armor. We'll give him an evasion just to stay alive. And now we have the main fight.
What did you do today, Cory? How was your day?
I worked. You should try it sometime.
I actually had a lot of work to do today.
Did you?
It's weird. Yeah. I work for this company, and the previous guy left. And he was the controller of all the accounts for everything. So it's like, every time there's some kind of issue or they need some kind of information from a specific account, I, at that point, learned they have with that account. I then have to figure out what the login was, and then I gotta figure out if I can reset the password. If I get into it, it's always convoluted, and there's always a new company I have to talk to. It's like, there's kind of a database, but not really, and it's out of date. And a lot of the things that aren't listed at all. So it's been fun.
It sounds fun.
Like, we have this contract with Zoom. Like, oh, okay, now I know we have a Zoom account. So I gotta find all that information out. And there was somebody sent me a list of invoices they need. So there was like 5 or 6 of these websites I had to find out what our services was and all that stuff.
Sounds like you're doing all the money moves.
Mm-hmm.
You're already working around the clock.
Nope, it turns 5 o'clock, I just close the lid of my laptop and be on my way.
It's true. What's it like working in your pajamas all day?
Pajamas?
Oh,
You look if I have pants on.
just nude all day.
Well, I wear underwear. I want
Dong,
flopping going on.
Dong's out.
I used to make fun of the people who put tape over their little camera on their computers, but now I'm like, yeah, I'm barely clothed most of these days. I wonder if they actually can do this. All the laptops I've ever owned either has a little lever you pull and it covers the camera, or it has a light next to the camera, so if it's being accessed, it comes on. But this one doesn't have either of those things. Get you a little paranoid.
Yeah, you don't want them seeing Dong.
Yeah, I know. It's just dong all the time.
Let's see, he'll summon again. We don't really care about that. Let's get taunted. Stack everyone else.
I do know that the final week of December is just off. Nobody's working it, so that's gonna be fun.
What do you mean off?
There's no work.
You mean there's no work?
Everybody goes home for a week.
How dare they? Lazies. Stockade. Bane is fine, I'm not gonna use it. I'm gonna scroll of intellect. Don't need any of that. Loot this chest. Healer always gets this. Honestly, I'd rather just keep this. You have a ring yet? No ring. That's fine. Just money for everyone else. And on to the next zone. Now when you go to the next zone, you can pick which way you want to go. I'm gonna go to the top one, because I think there's another character I can unlock here. Yeah, up here. Alright, I'm gonna be right back, Tom. Keep things interesting.
I don't know how to do that.
Start
Can you
talking.
make it... We're talking about what? Let's see here. We have a world map. I'm not exactly sure how this progresses, but let's see. He got a lizard man in his party. It looks like there's a rat. Rat's pretty cool. His armor, like it's some Full Metal Alchemist going on here. I'm assuming these little shining runes are power ups, perhaps, and the little sword emblems is when you have to do a fight. Let's see here. It looks like a shop over there. I'm not sure if that's just background dressing or there's actually a shop. I don't know. There's a bearded man who very much wants his attention. Just tell him to get over there. I don't know. These card games are not really my thing, so... Let's see. If you did this on Parsec, I could take over and keep people interested, but he did no such thing. There's an emblem on that stone in the background there. It's pretty cool. A map, a little clock, or is that a compass? Probably a compass. That goes well with a map. That just makes sense, right? Let's see here. Okay, who's in the chat? They want to have a little conversation.
You're doing great, Tom. You're doing real great.
I thank you, Cory. I tried my best.
Alright, so you get to go to the town first. Yes, there are shops here. There are events here. We want to go up this way, though. So let's do this first. Go to the church. Get rid of these fucking memories. Fuck up the deck. Keep that. Let's check the shop, see if there's anything good here. This is pretty good. A little expensive, though. Is that a Star of David?
Yes.
Huh.
I don't know if it's... I don't think there's a overcrossing layers. I think it's all a solid star. I think that this is two triangles intersecting.
That's fair. Magic Tome, when you play a spell, draw one. That might be good for him for now, but I'd rather just re-roll and see if we got anything better. Yep, this is what I want. More dark charges. Specialize him. Anything with poison would be good, but it's fine otherwise. This would be good for anyone with evasion like you. It's too expensive to justify it. So this is the second town. We can now start crafting epic cards. Go up to rarity. There we go.
What's your card limit in your deck?
You have no upper limit, but you have to have at least 15. Which is, when you play card games like this, you generally want to keep a lower deck unless you can get some sort of synergy going where you can draw more. Because you want the cards you want.
Not fluff.
Get mana gem. Oh, I need Master Spell. Oh, I can't afford it. Fuck. No, it's not that necessary right now. You just need it for the final Stage.
Hello.
Hello.
Is
Who's
this
that?
Brett?
That is me.
Brett, I'm gonna have to
Wh-
turn you down slightly. Hold on.
No one turns me down. No one puts a baby in the corner.
I turned you down slightly.
Oh.
Anyways, keep having a conversation while I play this. Let's see. So
Cory's playing some card game here.
here's a
Down the
little,
obelisk.
Yeah, I've played this before.
here's a little trick. If you want to make some money back or some gems back, do a divination. This would give you like basically a free thing to pick from. I don't want any of these. It's gonna take all the shards. Now I can afford to get.
Those were Garbo.
Yeah, they weren't great.
They
Brett,
weren't that bad.
have you beaten this game yet?
No, I stopped playing it after a while because I got super addicted to a different card game on Epic. What was it? I enjoyed this one quite a bit though because I got like 30 hours into it.
Yeah, I've beaten this twice in the last 2 days. I've gotten good at it. I don't really need Shadow Bolts. I'll get rid of that. I want to keep the deck below 20 for now.
So I'm in my library. It's like this is like my jam for games. It's like this is one of my favorite genres. Rogue Book.
Which one's Rogue Book?
It was the one where it's 2 people. So you
Oh,
had
yeah, I played the shit out of that game.
Yeah.
What's that game I spent 40 hours in?
I forgot the name of it because I had problems with it 'cause they nerfed the game. They nerfed
Yeah.
a fucking game. They
They
nerfed
made-
a
it was-
single player game. It was insane.
It was dumb.
I mastered the bleed deck, and I'm not gonna do this. This
Oh my
challenge is too
god, that
hard.
deck was really good. I really enjoyed the space one too. I thought that game was really fucking good. The one that was like Treasure Planet.
That's a movie by Disney.
Griftlands.
Oh, yeah, I like Griftlands as well. It has much more of a story. This game is fun because it's way more of an RPG.
Exactly. Riftlands' social game was probably one of my more enjoyable ones out of any of the social ones because, like, it made it seem like a fun minigame, and when they felt defeated, and you're just launching insults at this poor, like, guard, you're just like, shut the fuck up, you're meaningless. He's like, okay, stop hitting me.
His evasion. He's dead next turn. Who do we want to slow you down? Do some damage.
PlayStation's really pushing the Callisto protocols, huh?
It looks good now that they fixed it. Apparently, they pushed out an incomplete version.
That's what happened with the Long Dark DLC, is people didn't read it and are review bombing the game, the DLC.
The Long Dark, that game came out ages ago.
So they haven't done episode 5, and most people who play the Long Dark at this point enjoy the survival aspect, and because like basically the story mission that they created was like written really cheeky and not good. So everyone voted on like, hey guys, we're gonna do a DLC, would you guys be willing to pay for it? Like, do you want more single player, or do you want, like, I mean, do you want story mode, or do you want single story, survival? And everyone voted on survival, and they're like, okay, for, like, 15, or, like, if you get it early, it's 18, if you wait, it's 20. And they're like, this is a year project, you're only gonna get, like, 1 map and 5 items, but this is what you'll get in 3 months and stuff like that, blah, blah, blah. And everyone's like, this is garbage, biggest, like, fucking, like, takedown, and everyone's like, you should have read. Like it's been 8 years, the story mode should be done, and it's like, yeah, I kind of agree, but no one really gives a fuck about that aspect of the game. Game's terrifying. Bears are scary.
Bears are
Survive 40
scary.
seconds later after that.
Bears are indeed scary.
Useless. Useless.
Game is just like almost like a real life choose your own adventure, because then when you die, it's just like you broke your leg and you never woke up from your sustained injuries, or it's just like you bled out after being mauled by a bear. I'm like, hell yeah, I did.
Ooh, here's a riddle, guys. A dragon leaves Velkareth heading south at a constant speed of 20 pegasi per hour, and a griffin leaves Senecia with the same speed heading north. What would the dragon have eaten for breakfast?
Sheep.
A sheep?
Yeah, you randomly say a sheep.
All right. That was wrong, but they still gave me something. You know what? I'm gonna participate in the arena. Fuck betting on anyone. Hey, it's all the monsters. I want that spider.
Bought some Pocky today. It's still awful.
Why do you?
Pocky? I mean, Pocky's okay, but it's just not worth the money.
It's it was at they had a family pack at Five Below for $5, and the kids will. And then they had panda cookies. I bought those obviously.
I don't know what a family pack of Pocky is. What's the
9 individually wrapped packs, I think it was.
how big are the packs?
9 or 10 of them in there.
Brett, people who eat Pocky don't have families. You know that.
Yeah, I know.
I like the matcha ones, but I like P-Joy more than I like Pocky. But I think it's the same company.
They have coconut ones up here. That's what
No, no, thank you.
no.
I don't
why-
do the coconut.
I bought strawberry ones.
I don't like the American strawberry. It's very sweet.
What else did I buy at fucking Five Below too? Oh, I bought the kids some Christmas gifts. Oh no, I bought a friend's puzzle that came in a coffee mug.
Interesting.
Five Below, is that like your, Christmas up there in Maine?
Oh. Found a really cool noodle place up the street from us. Ate a really good lunch. Some fucking pork belly. Ah, delicious.
Tom, you love pork belly, right?
Oh yeah, let me tell you. Eat it all the time.
Tried to find a High Times at Barnes & Noble. They didn't have them. Or Gundam models. Walked out sad.
Oh, you're going the wrong place. You should just get them on Amazon or somewhere else.
Yeah,
You
but
don't
I
need to go
like-
to a physical store.
We were like out and about before my orthopedic knee surgery place, and she's like, "Let's go to Five Below." She's like, "What else do you want to do?" I'm like, "Barnes & Noble's always kind of like boring, and we don't have kids today, so we went there." And I'm like, "Target used to have High Times," and Katie's like, "Why don't you just go buy a subscription?" Like, Love
The
me some
market?
High Times.
Went to the market today and I got some imitation beef for my
Nice.
my rice bowls. It's pretty good. I'm very disappointed with Boston and their lack of rice bowl fast food. It just doesn't exist here.
My
There's plenty of
bong
rice bowl
order
fat.
came in the mail.
What are you talking about?
Tell me one.
Yeah, tell him one.
Was
Tell
it
me one.
Was
Tell
it
him one.
Bonamy or whatever it's called? The place in Harvard Square?
Okay, well I don't live in Harvard Square.
Oh, we live in
And-
Harvard Square. I live in Quincy.
Yeah, I do live in Quincy.
I'm
but
sorry.
it's to
I'm
Boston.
sorry. Come to Boston.
I can go to Boston. It's going to Cambridge is a giant pain
Come
in the
to
ass.
Maine, we have rice bowl place up the street from me.
You
It
have
was
moose.
delicious.
You have moose and nothing else. Don't play
We
these
do have
games.
moose. We do have moose.
There's a place over in California called Waba Grill, and they do either tofu or you can get the fake steak like I bought today. It's great. Panda Express does fake orange chicken now. It's not the same. Like orange chicken's kind of gross.
My 18-inch bong came in the mail. It's delightful.
I see.
That sounds like
I
too
might
big
need
of a
some.
bowl.
It's huge. Katie looked at it. She's like, "What the fuck?" I'm like, "Eh,
I might need some of that edible weed at some point.
awesome." It's really funny though because Katie's mom came over with it, and she's like, "Something from Head Tech Incorporated came for you." I'm like, "Lol."
You need that giant bong, Brett.
I do. I really do. I've used it a few times today. Ate some McDonald's. It's been a good. One of my friends from college came over. He played Smash Brothers with Gabe. Gabe beat him, and it was funny.
I hope you told your friend to leave if he lost to a child.
Did Gabe bust out the
I
GameCube
couldn't-
controller?
I couldn't get Ryugen. They could do 3 people. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
I mean, works for me. I've done.
Yeah, I needed.
4
I think it
plus.
was because I had a few of the same controllers, so I have to figure it out. But whatever. Him and Gabe had a good time.
X input should all have individual controllers. Are they using Xbox controllers?
Yeah.
Yeah, they should all have individual inputs. Should make 3 of
And
them.
I was using a 8-bit too.
Is it on X input mode?
Yeah. Oh, damn it. Yep. There we go.
I mean, it shouldn't technically matter, but
Yeah, but it doesn't
Yeah,
usually. How many Pro controllers can you get hooked up to the Switch? Does it matter? I thought it was maybe because we had two. I thought it was maybe because I had it set up for 2 Pro controllers, and maybe it was the amount of Pro controllers you can set up, and then maybe I needed to do Joy-Cons, and I was like, yeah, whatever, I don't feel like fucking with it. We can just
On a
switch
real
off.
Switch, I don't know.
I can't say it would limit fucking, like, I really doubt, that would be really bad planning if you limited the amount. Unless there's a way to have it as, like, set as a hardwired, because it's like, those are wireless typically. So I'm like, yeah, my son and my friend can play. They had a good enough time. And he's like, hey, is he gonna be here when I wake up? We're like, no. He's like, oh, I could have played 2 more games.
Or Wolfman.
I'm pretty good at this game now. I got a system.
You should make it like the Yu-Gi-Oh game on the PlayStation 1 where you just slam random cards together and make them some powerful monster.
That don't make sense compared to the real card game.
Yeah.
Is there a no one knows the fucking Yu-Gi-Oh card game except for like, you know.
So if you have stars that are above 4, you have to sacrifice a monster under belief 1 to 3. Trap cards have certain that trigger certain abilities go first, and then if you want to go for the 7s, you have to go sacrifice 2 creatures. From there, if you want to get rid of the ultimate of that creature, you have to not only sacrifice the 7, you also have the add-on of the other one. But if you have traps, it could blow that other one up, and the game is just like a game of luck and chance. I think it's pretty much summed it up. But yeah, it was. They had legit rules, but in the like TV show, they're like, I throw down a fucking 10 million cards. You're just like, oh, why
Oh,
are you
shit.
sacrificing your entire deck?
It's a secret boss I haven't fought yet. See how this goes.
Believe in you.
Stack up some poison. He goes.
I love that
next.
lack of animation. It looks like he's just doing like the
Oh,
crisscross jump at him.
Love how bad the new Pokemon game is.
It's a Pokemon game.
It makes me laugh. It makes me laugh that people. It's the best-selling Pokemon game of all time or like Switch really, or no, yeah, it's the highest game that they've made. But I'm like, it's the most. Like the bar has been set so low. I'm like, wow, there is not a. That's the fan base. That's the fan base that will follow them to hell and back. Give FTR the titles, or I riot. I'm watching wrestling because I'm stoned. Yep, that's the excuse.
Yeah, wrestling. Tom, what do you know about wrestling?
He knows he doesn't like it.
I know there's a game on the Sega Genesis called WWF Royal Rumble that I will occasionally play. I know it has a guy named IRS in it.
His
and
son
it has...
is a wrestler still.
Interesting.
His son is a wrestler known as Bray Wyatt. He has another son known as Bo, and they are second. Yeah, that his real name is. Oh, what the fuck is it? It doesn't matter. But yeah, his sons are famous now. Interesting enough.
I think there was a clown named Doink.
Interesting enough, he hated kids.
He's ironically a clown.
Yeah, they said like he hated kids. In real life, he hated interacting with them. That's why he got to play. He played a mean version of it. And he was able to be a dick to clowns, a dick to kids.
Doink the clown. Yeah, I don't know. Most of my wrestling is playing games of it and very much not enjoying watching it.
I like wrestling video games because I like making my character and watching him go through the ranks because I'm a corn cheese ball, and I like certain wrestling if it's good. I still will make fun of it, almost like Mystery Science Theater. Me and Katie will sit back and watch it and make fun of it, but I think I've been watching it since 3 years old. I'm not one of those people who gets like upset who takes the belt. Like I almost look at it as like a storyline. It's like some of those guys know that they're not really like fucking real life, like they're normal people outside. It's like there's good acting and bad acting, just like there's good wrestling and bad wrestling.
Yeah, it's incredibly uninteresting.
Yeah.
Is it Tom?
It's awful.
Watching MMA and watching submission moves bums me out though, because like you can tell, like one of the moves just like, oh my god, he's squeezing the life out of him, like, but he's yelling. What are you playing, Tom?
Like nothing. Just
Nice.
watching Cory play.
That's awesome. Me also.
I was playing some Bloodstained on my my phone. It's a very good port of that game.
I was playing I was watching my son play some Smash Brothers, and now I'm finally sitting back down because everyone went to bed, and I have nothing to do tomorrow.
I have to do a final tomorrow. Boy.
Tomorrow off. My knees are okay, so that's good.
You should bring me some of your rice bowls.
Oh, I could! I have nothing to do. Katie's in meetings all day. I'll just get on the first bus and then come back by tomorrow night.
Fly high.
I can touch the sky. It's read up. Oh, that's not the words. It's in a book. It's reading rainbow.
Toxic rain.
I'm back.
I didn't know you left.
Oh,
Oh,
I had
you left.
to go get the sausages ready.
I'll grab some of my pizza. I'll be right back.
Pizza?
Yeah, I got I ordered Domino's last night. It was $6 each, so I got 2 pizzas and I put them in the fridge.
On a Wednesday?
Oh yeah, it was a Tuesday when I ordered them.
I was just joking. When I was in college, there was this like girl we were talking to at a party, and like friend was like, "Oh yeah, we smoked a bowl," and she's like, "On a Wednesday?"
Smoked a bowl on a Wednesday? You can't do that. You can't say that on television.
On a Wednesday?
Oh boy.
Where's a pry bar when you need one? That's what I'd be saying if I was playing a game.
My bar. What game are you playing?
The long dog. Played some Fortnite earlier. Probably want to play some Fortnite later.
Who doesn't want to play the Fortnites?
Really good. The season's kind of fun.
I'm really sick of the hammers.
Oh, I'm not good with the hammers.
It's not that I'm not good with them. It's just people keep running away with them, and it's getting very annoying. The reason I didn't like building is because people would put up a wall and run away, and just ruin the flow of the fighting. The same thing's happening with these fucking hammers. They'll probably be taken out in a few weeks, though.
Maybe they will, Tom. Maybe they won't. Get used to the hammers, bitch. It's hammer time.
Cory loves the hammers.
I love the hammers. They're so much fun. Defense Mastery. Tools will get Envenom, more Poison Bird.
Well,
hit.
watching people like do the hammers and like watching Tom or someone put like a shotgun up and just blasting him in the face as they get away is really funny.
Rest area. So, accept to do this for this gnome, and actually his quest is towards the end of the game. Yeah, gnome is actually look for ancient books to help him with his invention. The ancient books are in the void level. Actually, kind of want to go here. Yeah, I want to go to that throne. Don't want to go inside. Oh, but I have to for him, don't I? No, I don't. Do I? I must. Fuck, I think I have to do it for his quest. Yep, I do. Oh, failed that. Alright, we got a mini fight in here, it's not too bad. No one's immune to poison.
is trending on Twitch right now.
Why?
Is nobody watching?
I mean, this game came out in August.
Yeah.
This game was doing better than Batman last time I played it. No one wants to watch Gotham Knights, Tom.
I don't care.
It's fun.
Don't want to play it.
Great game.
I don't call it great, but it's definitely good.
It's the greatest game ever made.
Yep. They should probably make a comic book about it or something. Like, the character has some potential.
I want to see Batman fuck Batgirl.
Oh, Jesus. I think it happens. Someone said that.
It absolutely happened. It was in The Dark Knight. What was it, Tom? You know.
I knew what you said.
Batman plowing Batgirl. Which animated movie was that?
It was the one with Joker tries to when he shoots Barbara.
Oh, and makes her
Killing Joke.
Oracle. Yeah, that's it.
No joke. They came out with an animated movie. It's probably 2 years ago now. I don't know. Time is irrelevant these days, but they did an adaptation of it, and I guess they were short on time. That segment's only about an hour long, so they added this like 20-minute intro where Batman bangs Batgirl.
Isn't she 16?
No, like 20 something.
Or is Frank Miller just a disgusting human being?
Nothing to do with them. It was made for the animated film.
Do you think they even call Frank Miller anymore, or are they just sick of his shit?
Who's sick of who shit though?
I mean, wouldn't you be sick of Frank Miller? I bet he smells.
Probably.
He probably does. He probably smells like a musty comic book store.
And a lot of whiskey.
There's a lot of resistance.
I like those thick-ass cigars, but
take
not the
that.
expensive ones. The ones that just burn and smell really fucking bad that, like, everyone's grandpa did. Oh.
You can
Tell you
take
kids,
this.
back in the 80s. Oh no. Broads used to be broads, Frank.
Doesn't really have any melee damage. We'll give him blunt just in case, and you don't need anything. I don't know if I wanted to go this way. I guess I had to. Fuck. Yeah, I completely had to skip around that. Access to an altar, don't need that. We got this. Look at how good I am at this game now. Poison. Poison. We'll take out her first. I love the sound she makes. Ah. Rage. Taunt everyone. Barricade up. Make sure everyone's safe, and steal skin. Pestilence probably. Let's curse of weakness him. Pestilence her. Howl. See what he's doing. Get rid of dark, and just get barrier on him. Brett, how did your day go?
Good. Got my knee looked at. They said I just need some therapy, so how about that?
Have you thought about getting a robot knee?
Oh, I went to a restaurant that served us our Thai iced teas on a robot, and it said, "Excuse me."
A robot?
Yeah,
How surprising.
for Maine, yeah.
Fragility. Elements. Death. He's dead next turn. We can kill him this turn, though. Barricade would be good. Spiked would be good. Yeah. Don't need any of that. Don't need that. And oh, heroes.
Donald's flatbread pizza. Pretty good.
You're just eating pizza?
Yes.
Are we sponsored by Domino's now?
No,
That'd
it's
be
a,
rad.
it's a free plug. As far as I know, their CEO didn't go on a rant about minorities.
Yet.
Yet. I'd boycott Papa John's, but I don't think there's one even near me.
At some point, your body will protest it anyway with diarrhea.
That's Pizza Hut for me. Pizza Hut fucks me up every time.
I love Pizza Hut.
I don't. I'm not a fan. It also doesn't make me feel good, so I mean it's double whammy.
I kind of feel like, Tom, you're more of a Little Caesars guy.
You know what? Little Caesars is like the grossest pizza, but it is like cheap and ready to go. You walk into Little Caesars and say, yo, give me the $5 pizza. Here you go. You're out the door. It is the greasiest shit I think I've ever had in my life. I also like the little mascot guy, little Roman dude.
Pizza.
Yeah.
42 pounds.
I'm
One
not
of
sure.
those weird things that's like stuck in my fucking brain from my child.
From your child.
From my child, as a child, from childhood, whatever you want to phrase it as. Fucking haunts me.
I'm not drawing the thing I need. It's annoying.
Sarah didn't have a Little Caesars. I didn't have one until I visited a friend in Brockton, and Brockton has a Little Caesars. I'm like, oh, it's that legendary pizza place I've only heard about in rumor. I've seen you on TV. They're everywhere in Seattle, though, so it's not hard to find one up there.
Okay, Jersey Mike's.
I've never had a Jersey Mike's. I also don't like subs very much, and I don't eat meat, so there's no sub I'll eat these days.
Plus, there's no vegetable you'll eat. You're just gonna eat bread. Can I get some bread, guys?
Bread and cold cheese is what they'll give me. It's a prison sandwich.
It's a prison sandwich.
My work asked me if I wanted to come into the office for a Christmas party. I'm like, no, I'm good. They're having Middle Eastern food. Like, I will not have a single thing to eat there.
You're not gonna have any. Like, there's plenty of good Middle Eastern food. What are you talking about?
I'm sure there is, but nothing I'd eat.
A lot of it's vegetarian.
Yeah, a ton of it's vegetarian.
Yeah, but
Good majority of it's vegetarian.
actual vegetables, things I won't eat.
Hey,
Oh,
non-bread, my guy, hummus.
I don't like hummus, unfortunately.
Your bread is delicious.
Why would you say that? Who doesn't like hummus?
I know Soul likes hummus.
Anything else in here I need?
That's doing salsa. What the fuck? Okay.
Naan is I mean, they probably have Middle Eastern food, but that's like an Indian thing.
Yeah, they have pita bread. Would be more like Middle Eastern style.
Pita bread's a little too dry for me. I know it's supposed to be like a plate that you eat, but eating just the bread, it's very dry. Used to make a mean peanut butter and jelly out of those things when I was a kid, though.
Out of pitas?
Yeah, my mother always bought pita bread and hummus and all that shit. It's her thing, so I had a lot of it.
Ah.
top boss my ass. Does it upgrade to anything I need? No.
Need to just give up and get back on Soylent.
Oh my god, no. Salty goblin jism? No, it's gross.
I was gonna say that the Soylent shits must be awful.
Tom wouldn't know. He only does it every few years.
True.
Error search.
Just happens every so often.
Hmm.
A thorny ring.
It's not bad, but I think resistance is stronger overall. Overheat is meaningless. This is crap. I'll give you a ranged card because it will get you draw.
The DLC, but I don't know where it is. So you don't unlock it until you find it.
For the Lost Ark.
Yeah. A giant airfield.
I was playing that tower defense game that Carvels was talking about. It's kind of boring. It's not the greatest. A little disappointed in his taste in tower defense games.
Doesn't matter which way I go, so I'll go to the stagnant water one.
Also, why is Bloons like $6 on the Android, but like $15 on Steam? What's up with that?
I have no idea. That's weird.
And what's up with Square charging $20 for games on Android?
Back
What?
in my day.
No, games like, you know, you get what's that game that you like a lot, Brett? The 2D Dark Souls-like game.
Oh, Dead Cells, yeah.
Dead
Apples
Cells.
are $4.
Yeah, Dead Cells. You can get Bloodstained. You can get a bunch of these other like
Yeah.
indie PC games on Android for $5, $6, $7, and then all this Square shit like Final Fantasy V, $20.
It's so weird.
They're high. That's what they are.
Those are shitty shit.
By that time we made a Secret of Mana remake, $25.
Secret of Mana is good, right?
No, Secret of Mana's a shit game.
Oh my god.
Secret of Mana was a unfinished game, and it suffered because of it. It was very janky when you tried to do combat. Like your attacks would be that's completely whiff, and it's very stiff to move.
It was good because there wasn't many good action RPGs at the time, but bad and did not like live past the Super Nintendo.
I've never finished it.
I did.
Yeah. Never liked it that much. I liked Illusion of Gaia more.
There was a place that you could you had to level up the weapons in that game by like using them or something like that. So there was a place that you could go into the desert and just like grind, and I remember doing that one summer. Because I had no friends as a kid.
I was there.
Yes, you were.
What are you talking about?
I just remember doing it because Richard was in Chinese school at the time, because that's what, and I was like, hey, you want to do something? He's like, no, I can't do anything till 3. So I just remember playing like Secret of Mana from like fucking 8 o'clock in the morning till like 3. Am I being hunted by something? No, okay. Can I use...
It's Tom, he's stalking you, I'm sorry.
Oh no.
Second Densetsu 3 was really good. They finally released that in English like 2 years ago. There's been a fan patch for like 20 years, but the official Square release came out. That's the sequel. Secret of Mana.
Going up there, that's all the way down.
I was very excited about that remake, and I bought it and played it for about an hour. Never went back to it. I gotta go back and finish that game.
I reinstalled this game because Cory started playing it. I was like, oh, this looks cool.
What, Across the Obelisk?
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty fun. Let's see, I can go here. Just have to get to the end anyways. So, let's do the east path. Absolutely do not take this bullshit.
I get frustrated with card games because if you can't get the card that you need, you should like feel helpless.
Oh yeah, that's why you have to like know how to like keep your deck small or make sure you have card draw.
It's just a thing I never liked. Just stab him. Why do I need a fucking card? Tell him to stab him.
Tom, why do I have to wait my turn in a Pokemon battle?
I've been against turn-based combat for years now.
How are you
You've
good?
moved past it.
I love turn-based combat.
I do not.
These con games.
Welcome to your opinion, man.
XCOM games are strategy games.
Yeah.
RPGs with turn-based combat is just an old mechanic.
Yeah, I don't have the time for that anymore.
You know, and people act like it's some kind of like heady, superior way of playing RPGs, but all you're really doing is smash and attack until you win. That's what you do with a real-time action RPG. Just smack the sword button, and then you win. That's why I like Final Fantasy 12 so much, because Final Fantasy 12 lets you just... It's the Final Fantasy combat, just you can streamline it, so you don't have to deal with like waiting in line for your fucking turn. It's still turn-based, but it happens really rapidly. I have no idea why that game was not liked very well.
Ooh, that's a fall into Crevasses. I go the other way. Yikes.
Persona did something with their turn-based combat, at least to all the Shimigami games in general, where you gotta use the right attacks to get more turns and stuff. So they actually did something with it, but a lot of RPGs don't bother with that kind of, involved, meaningful turn-based combat.
Matter. Set this up, hit him. Guard yourself. Bah, I love that sheep.
How's that?
What?
It's like one-shot everybody.
Oh yeah, no. When you stack enough of the darkness, every additional, the shadow damage and this dark curse, and if you stack a bunch of dark curses, that explodes and does 2 damage per charge, and then each one of those increases shadow damage. So there's a lot of built-up stuff in this.
I should make you play Kingdom Hearts, all of them.
I'll play all the Kingdom Hearts, but only if it's modded. I want to play as Goofy instead of Sora.
Jeez there, Mr. Xehanort. I'm gonna have to slay you.
That's a really good Goofy.
That was a really good Goofy.
I can do all of them except Donald's.
I can't do that.
I had a dentist, and her whole thing was that she could do a really good Donald Duck impression.
It holds through.
She was really good at Donald Duck. I don't know. I can't take that away from her. I could do a better Mickey than the actual Mickey voice actor in Kingdom Hearts 3. It was terrible. It was embarrassingly bad. It's like, it's fucking Disney. They can't give you a good Mickey.
He's not a well-known character.
Yeah, I know. It's just some guy.
Mickey's lucky. He's like lucky he even made it into the game.
I think Jim Cummings is actually in that game to do all of his voices, so all those are spot on. Got your Pete. They never put Darkwing Duck or anybody like that into the show.
They should
Or
have.
the game. Yeah, they should have. I mean, Kingdom Hearts 4 is still happening, so who knows?
I wanted some Tailspin characters.
Nobody wants Tailspin characters.
What do you have
What are you
against?
talking about?
What do you have against Tailspin?
That was my least favorite of the Disney cartoons. That sexy bear lady, she shouldn't have been that sexy.
What are you talking about?
I'm really worried about the direction this stream's going.
Hey man, Disney cartoons. They did things to a generation of people.
I Dynamyte after dark.
Tom talks about his secret furry lusts.
I'm just saying they drew the characters very hot. I don't know what to tell you.
I feel like if we were gonna really go ass over tea kettle into this conversation, we need to get Mike involved.
No, then that'd be some actual sadness. I'm just saying that the fucking designers are pervs.
I'm just saying, quote unquote, ironically.
Tom's just saying what we're all thinking. We want to have sex with that bear from Tailspin.
It's like the rabbit from Space Jam. Like, she was overly sexualized rabbit. What do you want from me?
I want you to admit that you have weird furry lust.
Her name was Rebecca in the show, and it was voiced by Sally Struthers, which I did not know. That's a little tidbit I did not know.
That defines a whole new generation of problems that I didn't know I had to open.
The 90s can't hurt you anymore, Brett.
I know.
Slash 80s.
Yeah. Well, the Bunny was 96, I think.
Yeah, I saw that movie at the that Quincy Theater when that still existed.
It was after Jordan's retirement because that was the whole story of it, and like he got jacked into shape because he was in baseball shape before his return. I watched the fucking documentary on the Chicago Bulls close to 30 times.
That's a lot of times.
Life.
I mean,
I
yeah,
watch.
that's life. You watch a bunch of Chicago Bulls documentaries.
Hell yeah. I know everything about him and Dennis Rodman and other cool people.
I could care less about those people. They played mean basketball. That's as far as I go with that.
Played a mean game of hoops, all American hoopers.
He tossed the rock real well.
He made a lot of money.
Hell yeah, he did.
A
Still
lot more
making
than
money.
I will. Yeah, I know.
The Air Jordans still sell, man. How those Yeezys doing? Are they still selling?
I mean, yeah, they cut Kanye off.
So the collector's value has gone skyrocketing.
When you play a skill, recover 5 and gain powerful.
Are they now the Nazi wear?
Damage done.
He's reaching out to the Proud Boys.
Those some Yeezys? Ah, shit. They're gonna outsell the Doc Martin.
Instead of throwing down with, like Lil Wayne, he's throwing down with, like, fucking David Duke.
How's Soulja Boy doing these days?
Didn't he invent Atari or own Atari?
I don't think so. That'd be interesting. Last I heard about him was when he got a bunch of those Chinese bootleg ROM systems and labeled them, like rebadged them as his own thing. I think he got in legal trouble for it.
Always trying to keep a man down.
Mm-hmm.
Some of these enemies' attacks are just bullshit sometimes. Like, yeah, you feel free to do bullshit.
So I've discovered that like the PS2 era action game just doesn't exist anymore.
So how does that mean?
You know, you had games like Dead to Rights and, you know, just the...
What's with you and Dead to Rights? You just keep talking about it.
Great game.
Once again, I wouldn't call it a great game. It's a good game.
Great
But
game.
just- I can't find games like that anymore. All these new games are like open world nonsense, or like I just want to just, you know, pick up guns and shoot people in third person. I can't find that anymore.
Get Weird West.
Yeah, I gotta try that Weird West. I tried that Gungrave game, and it's something. It's a
Oh,
game.
Is it not good?
It's not very good, surprisingly.
What game's not good?
Gungrave, Gore.
Which one's Gungrave
game.
Gore?
It just came out on it's on Game Pass. Gungrave is that I don't know if it was actually an anime. It might have been an OVA, but it was a PS2 game by the guy who did Trigun.
You love Trigun.
I do enjoy Trigun. Shockingly, that very dead IP did not come back with a
Aren't they
lot of little
aren't they
force.
remaking Trigun?
They are making Trigun. I don't know how I feel about it. It looks modern, and you know how I feel about modern anime.
It's true, you do complain about modern anime a lot.
It looks bad. There, everything's too shiny and round. There's too many frames of animation. Back in my day,
Back in your day.
Yeah, what was back in your day?
it was hand drawn, and there was a lot less frames of animation.
Back in my
It
day.
had a pleasing jank to it. And then every so often you get the OVA, and that'd be like the high quality, a lot of money, super high frame animation. You're like, holy shit, what's going on here?
It's gonna get into the area.
I do want to watch that new Yurusei Yatsura though. I haven't watched it yet.
I don't know what that is. What is that?
That's the show that the person who made Ranma Half made before Ranma Half.
Oh yeah, I remember that one.
The girl with like the leotard and the horns, the green hair.
You guys ready for a bullshit ass fight?
Yeah, I'm ready for it. This is a Hydra. There's 3 dragons.
I think it's a Hydra. Let's do hidden hands, deflect, taunting, so I have to target him. Stack some poison on him.
Played Rotato. I played what else did I play? Played some of the Wii version of Aliens Syndrome. It's an okay game.
Sifu for a few minutes. That's a lot of fun. I like the fun of that.
Yeah, Sifu's a great game.
Great.
It's a pretty good game.
I don't know. So it's a little bullshit.
What's bullshit about it?
Attack timing is a little whacked.
Here we go.
A little whack. I think there should be an easy mode in Dark Souls.
Oh my god. Do you just say that on
You can don't at me on Twitter at No More Worlds. I think Dark Souls should have an easy mode.
At the shit out of him.
That's not
At
his
the shit out of me too, because I think you should. I'm at the OCD gamer. Fuck that game.
easy
Fuck that
mode.
game. Fuck that game.
Fuck that game. Come at me.
That was a good game.
Nope. Awful. Come at me.
See, Tom, look
Thank you.
look what you invited into this conversation.
I think he's baiting is what he's doing.
What? No. No.
Have you played Shadow Tower Abyss?
No Elden Ring. Elden Ring's the best one.
Elden Ring's pretty good. I like Elden Ring.
Pretty fucking good.
I want them to patch Bloodborne to run at a normal frame rate. It'd be wonderful. I think my PS4 Pro is too up to date in firmware to hack it, so I can't run that the good 60 frame patch for it. What's a PS4 Pro cost these days?
Oh yeah.
Probably too much. I don't know, maybe things have gone down. I remember when the pandemic was going strong, old consoles were selling for a fucking ridiculous amount of money. PS4 Pro. Have around 200 bucks, 250.
Not too bad.
Yeah, it's more than I want to pay for a PlayStation console, which I already have 2 of them. Since I don't even use.
There's a lot of poison. There's a lot of poison.
2 games? Oh boy, what 2 games do I get? The PS5 version of Avengers? What? What is this auction? It has a PS4 Pro, a copy of the PS5 version of the Avengers game, and a Battlefield 1 in a sleeve. There's 35 minutes left in the auction. It's going for 177 right now.
Oh, that's another thing we should do is giveaways. Tom, you have fucking spare CD keys, right?
I gave one away yesterday.
To who?
I put it on my Mastodon, somebody claimed it.
Well, do it in Twitch streams.
I could. I mean,
Right.
probably just be whatever the Humble Bundle game is, because those keys dropped at fucking dollars.
You have a lot of humble bundles.
Well, it's not even me having it. Just whenever those the games are released on Humble Bundle, the keys for them get like flooded in the market, so they end up getting sold for a few bucks. I bought a what was it? What game did I get? I bought a game today. Blanking on it. Oh, Kingdom of Amalur Re-Reckoning edition. It was $3.
Oh, is that one any better than the original Kingdoms of Amalur?
I'm not sure. I didn't play the original one. I was going to, and then I
Got high?
sidetracked and never. No, that's a Brett thing. I probably would have gotten high and played it.
What? The first one?
Just games in general.
Have I been playing games in general or Kingdoms of Amalur? Because I really
We're
enjoy
talking about you
Kingdoms of
getting
Amalur.
high and playing video games was the joke.
Oh yeah, that's one of my favorite things to do.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm usually sober for about 15 to 20 minutes of the day.
Can't blame me. That sucks.
Yep.
Brett, didn't you ever see those commercials? Aren't you afraid you're gonna put your kid inside the oven, thinking it's the Thanksgiving turkey?
I'm more like pissed that the dog has never talked to me.
Why are you always deflated on the couch?
Why are you talking to me, dog?
Does Katie go in the kitchen and start smashing shit with the frying pan?
Why are you getting not work done, Smash?
I need to buy those back paddles for my controller. The controller that we got, Cory, doesn't have any accessories with him, so it has the standard layout, which is perfectly fine. But if you want like the additional sticks or D-pads and stuff, you gotta buy an accessory kit.
The hell does that mean?
The sticks themselves are magnetic. You can pop off the top of the stick, and you can click on like, if you want to, like convex sticks or ones with a higher neck on them. You can get those. There's also the D-pad. The D-pad it comes with is the Xbox, the new Series X style, where it's a dome instead of like the traditional 4-way D-pad. And the back has these 4 little slots you can put in handles, like little finger triggers. And it doesn't come with any of that. You can get them online though. I only really want the back paddles because the rest of the controller's perfectly fine the way it is. I wouldn't change it if I had the option. I'm a big fan of the dome D-pads. Yeah, it's a good dome game, Cory.
Really?
Yeah.
Dome game.
All back joke.
So here's the annoying bit, is he's immune to poison. That's one of my main damage abilities, so be a lot of slow going.
I'm gonna watch this auction, see how much it actually ends up selling for.
Tom, can you get me some certified games?
Certified games? What do you mean?
You know, games that are certified as like collector's editions.
Oh, rated?
Yeah,
like rated and shit? Get those WADA games, get our $1 million copy of fucking Mario Brothers.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me tell you. What a fucking scam that was. I don't know why people don't take like AOL discs and throw them in a fake case and have it saran wrapped or cellophane wrapped and then sell them because nobody will ever fucking know.
Did you hear what happened with the like PC gaming market?
PC?
Yeah, like, you know, like the ancient like Apple II shit, like people like old copies of like the original Dragon Quest or like Apple II shit.
Dragon Quest wasn't on Apple II.
Whatever. Basically,
Idiots.
some of the original PC
Oregon
gaming,
Trail.
people are finding that like the discs the dude sent were just blank.
Yeah, probably. People aren't here to fucking play the games, they're here to collect them. It happened at GameStop sometimes. People would come and return games and we'd open them and there'd be AOL discs inside of them.
He tested every single, they tested like 90%. The guy made like $250,000 off these collectors.
Collecting's stupid. So...
They're like, well, why don't you want to
understand
use them?
it.
They're like, they're on floppy disks. We didn't want to degrade them. They're like, but wouldn't you want to check what you're buying?
Why does it matter? It's gonna fucking rot anyway.
Yep.
That's fucking stupid. Scan them, preserve them, and then that's pretty much it. You don't need a mint and box copy of a game on your shelf. Stupid. Especially if you're never gonna actually play them. Says the man with boxes of video games.
You do have boxes of video games.
I do.
You have boxes of systems of game, like systems.
What?
Don't you have like boxes of systems?
No,
do.
that's his furniture. He doesn't actually have a couch, just
Throw it in
systems.
Xboxes. I need to actually open up some of those 3DSs and take the batteries out.
Why?
The batteries swell.
Okay, well the batteries might be good, Tom, but there's no reason why you have to open them up.
You just open the door. This little screw you want to remove. They're removable batteries. Just pop them out. PSPs are notorious for the batteries blistering. It's starting to happen to DS systems too. As well as all the caps inside Xboxes are leaking. A lot of old systems are dying because of bad capacitors. So, like TurboGrafx are notorious for bad caps.
Yeah.
I have a TurboGrafx here. I should recap. I bought the cap kit. Just never got around to doing it.
You do you, Tom. You do you.
The only thing I actually use for my old systems is I have an old Sega Genesis with a Sega CD attachment, and I use it to play Streets of Rage a lot.
I know how much
It's
you
the
love.
only- I love Streets of Rage. I also have a Mister I need to update, but I pretty much just play Streets of Rage on it. That's actually why I was in here earlier. I was trying to find a fucking power adapter for my Mister. I don't remember which one it takes. You guys want to talk about the Mister project?
Talk about the Mister project.
Well, you see, FPGA emulation is vastly superior to software emulation. It's to the core. It's direct on the circuit board connections to replicate the system's internals. So there's no lag between the inputs and the processing. If you use a computer, if you use software emulation, you get a delay. There's an inherent delay with all inputs because it's going through a software translation layer.
Wow, you should do a voice for that next time.
Even though there is a overhead Linux kernel running on the Mister, but we ignore that. We pretend it's not there because it actually brings down our own interpretation of what FPGA brings to the table in emulation. But you know, it's why would you ever play a game on your computer? It's not the same. You see, you have to play Little Nemo on the NES at the most pristine, lagless you can get it to be.
See people spending way too much money on CRT TVs. I'm like, why didn't I just save any of this shit?
I got a CRT off the side of the road. It worked perfectly fine. It did have a Black Widow spider in it, though.
What? Why? First of all,
Yeah.
why?
Why what?
Why did you need a CRT TV?
Because I was driving down the street, and we saw one on the side of the road, and I said, hey, they're throwing away a Sony Trinitron. Stop the car. I got outside, and I put it in the car, and I drove it home. And I carried up a flight of stairs. Let me tell you about CRT TVs. And I was like,
love CRT TVs.
this is the desert of California. I'm going to open this TV and check it for spiders. I opened that TV, and there was a spider inside of it. Black Widow. And I saw it, and I was going to like hit it with a shoe, and then it jumped, and then my cat came and smashed the shit out of it. It was actually kind of funny.
It's real hillbilly life
cat.
you're leading there.
We're going to play some Streets of Rage. Get the 4X whiskey. Oh man, I can't even like. What the fuck am I gonna do with that TV?
It's a good question. What the hell are you gonna do with that TV?
I know somebody in California who'd probably take it. I don't want to sell it, but I also don't want to throw it away because it's a really good TV. I just feel shitty trying to sell it, so just give it to somebody. Some stuff that's in California, I'm like, what the fuck am I gonna do when I get there? I'm not shipping that shit back. I ain't shipping a CRT TV. You fucking out of your mind. I have one of those metal DDR pads. I'm like, what the fuck am I do with this? That costs more to ship it than it would just be fine wing one locally.
Oh yeah.
If any of our viewers are in Southern California and they want a pretty nice Sony TV, let me know.
That's the giveaway.
Yeah.
Kill him, Cory.
I mean, I've won this. I just want to make sure I get out of it with full health. Nothing's gonna happen. Dick. You're dead. Just die already.
You guys know that Beast Nest is cycle accurate?
I don't even know what the words you just said are.
Beast Nest is a Super Nintendo emulator. Cycle accurate means that it is 100% accurate to the cycles of a processor of a real Super Nintendo.
How were you ever married? Did you ever ask
Great
that?
question.
You ever ask yourself that question?
I think the same thing of bread.
What?
Not only married, but bred.
I'd marry bread. I love bread.
Don't throw me under the bus. I did nothing.
It's true. Stop throwing bread under the bus.
Tom is like relating facts about fucking misters. I'm just like quiet. He's like, yeah, Brett plays video games, so that's the same as my fucking knowledge of shit.
Bread has 2 kids.
And 2 degrees.
I have 0 degrees.
Tom, you have 98 degrees.
Tell me why.
That's not even.
What was 98 degrees? Is that a boy band?
Yeah.
Okay.
They did Girls of the Summer, I think. Oh no, that was LFO.
You're asking me a
I know
lot.
I've heard 98 degrees before. I do not know any of their music or what they sound like.
The boxing video about one of them getting knocked out. Tell me I picked up my bud roll.
That's Chumbawamba.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's
Get knocked
Chumbawamba.
down. Yeah, get up again. You know, to get him down.
Night away.
Take a whiskey
It's
drink.
the night away.
Did you take a lager drink?
Take a vodka drink. Take a lot of drinks. Should go listen to some Bone Thugs and Harmony, maybe?
I don't know what any of those words were. What?
Boom, 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 boom.
I felt like a fool. I tried to make a joke about a new metal song, and I thought it was Korn, but it ended up being Drowning Pool.
What song?
The Drowning Pool song.
It said bodies hit the floor.
Yeah, like the bodies hit the floor.
Were you a fucking
Oh,
moron?
It was like nothing wrong with me. That's the song, right?
Yep.
Oh, the wrong.
Yeah, I thought that was Korn, but no, it was
No,
Drowning
Korn's
Pool.
Freak on a Leash.
I mean, Korn did a lot of songs.
Song everyone knows is Freak on a Leash.
No, I know Adidas.
Adidas, they did Clown, they did Dead Bodies Everywhere. They did like a bunch of stuff off Follow the Leader.
I'm very familiar with the very first 2 Korn albums, and everything that's not those 2, I have no idea. Not even slightly what it sounds like. This is not an endorsement for Korn. I'm sure they're terrible, but my childhood was
Like
a lot of Korn involved.
leash.
What's
Yeah,
that?
like I got the release.
At least it's not Marilyn Manson.
Ugh.
Gross.
We all knew he was gross.
I mean,
Have
he
you seen
said
it
it. He said it. He said it himself how gross he was. It's in his autobiography. What a big piece of garbage he is.
I'm aware of myself. I ain't fooling myself.
But everyone thought he was just like a liar.
Oh, he's so modest. I'm very curious if I brought my my wireless 6-button Super or Sega Genesis controller. Because if I did not, I do not know what I will use with my mister. Those things shot up in value too. All the parts got really hard to get all of a sudden.
Thanks,
So
Brandon.
yeah, thanks, Brandon.
Yeah, Brandon.
Can't believe you.
Dick.
Yeah, like I got my set for, I want to say $120 all built, and then to get the same thing that I have nowadays, it's like 250 plus.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Fucking nerds.
Well, the project uses a board that was meant for people to get for schools, and like people trying to learn how to, small projects and things like that. They weren't meant for like a bunch of nerds buying to play video games. It's the same thing with the Raspberry Pis.
Yeah.
The Raspberry Pis were not made to do that, but people turned them into that, so they, started selling way too many of them. Like they're only subsidized to a certain level because of X factors. Like Microsoft is helping the company build these because Microsoft wants the people from colleges to get them to learn how to code and all that stuff. But when they start ordering another 100,000 plus more of them all the time, like where are these going? Why are we paying for this?
I'm gonna give it to you.
Raspberry Pis right now is still hard to get. I'm not sure why people want them, but they're still in high demand. I need to do another Pi hole configuration.
Who doesn't?
God, I want someone to play with my pie hole. Oh wait, we're talking about Dynamyte. Sorry. Carry on.
Tom, you should
Pie
shut
hole.
your pie hole.
Oh, keeping this stream interesting, bro.
I'm trying, kid.
Ryan. Pi hole is you can run it on a Docker. What do you call those? They're not jails. I guess you call them a dock. Or you can run them on a Raspberry Pi or something like that, and they filter your DNS for ads. So it's a DNS level ad blocker. They're very nice to use, but I had one that would frequently drop the DNS, and my internet just wouldn't work anymore until I rebooted it. Like I don't know if it's because I was running on a Pi 2, or it was just glitched the fuck out, but it just wasn't worth having anymore. Although I suppose AdBlocker, uBlock Origin does a good enough job. It just doesn't work on mobile. So if you're like watching something with ads in it on your phone, like the Hulu app or something, it doesn't filter those. You have to install Pi hole or something like that.
Look, Tom, it's the never-ending story.
I've never seen that movie.
You've never seen the never-ending story.
I've never seen the never-ending story. I know the references through social osmosis, but I've never seen that movie. It's just like I've never seen an Indiana Jones movie.
Have you not seen an Indiana Jones movie?
I have no idea, but I never have. Apparently I'm not missing anything.
Okay. Wow. Disagree.
Apparently I am missing out on the Jones movies, though.
I mean, Tom, I understand it. You don't want the Nazis to lose. We get it. But
Hey, don't wrap me up with Kanye.
Yeah.
I think they have a 4K set for Indiana Jones these days. I think that came out not too long ago. So maybe I'll pick that up.
Yeah, let's start making the maintenance shit.
As an angry sheep.
that's why I got him. They should make some sort of, game and then movie about an angry sheep.
I feel like you're making a joke, but I don't know what you're talking about.
I know, I'm like, is he insinuating something?
It sounds like a reference, but I'm just blanking on it. What are you talking about?
There's an Angry Birds movie.
Oh.
You guys forget about Angry Birds, the sweeping the nation?
I watched the Angry Birds movie.
Why?
I don't know. I'm like, Indiana Jones. Fuck that shit. I'm watching Angry Birds.
It's true. I know how much you love Angry Birds.
It had a lot of adult humor in it.
Yeah, because you're dragging your kids to the friggin' Angry Birds movie. You're gonna have to see
I
that,
know.
right?
Yeah. They called him a peckerhead and stuff. Like a bunch of shit. Like that was an adult joke in this kid's movie. They made a sequel. I didn't see the sequel.
What is that?
Are you watching videos? What are you doing?
My bad.
Professional stream we got here.
Yeah, let's go back to talking about the Mister.
The what?
The Mister, Cory. The Mister Project.
What the hell is the Mr. Project?
I already went through this. What are you talking about?
Oh, sorry, I wasn't really paying attention. Sometimes I just make up a movie in my head if it's too boring or complicated.
Nothing like that happened in the movie.
Mr. Simpson.
When I get bored, I just...
Mr. Simpson, it's simple. Oh, I can't cast any of these. You cocksucker.
Yeah, people say the fourth Indiana Jones movie's no good. But it has Shia LaBeouf. How can it be bad?
He's not a bad actor. He's a bad person. There's a difference.
The only thing I know about 4 is that he got into a refrigerator to shield himself from a nuclear blast, and everybody had a problem with that. And then George Lucas doubled down and says, "No, man, you can do that."
I mean, yeah, you could. He should try.
I don't know, guys. I did some research and
George Lucas is it's an interesting George Lucas impression you got there.
this is what George Lucas sounds like, and I'm gonna go eat some salad and
Does love his salad.
I want to make some short films for my collection.
He does not do that.
That's not a bad George Lucas. I have some bad impressions, but that one's not too far off.
It's not a great George Lucas either, though.
Yeah, it was the worst.
I'll take my not great over bad.
Double poison, yep. Nope. Nope. I already have Circle of Healings, no. Decks are getting too fat, Tom. Oh, fuck me. This fucking battle. First time I did this is bullshit. This isn't even the final battle. What a terrible draw. Absolutely awful.
Like generic JRPG. It's a fantasy game, but then the mech people come in, monsters.
Yeah, they do, and they're bullshit. These are bullshit monsters. Stack this up.
Robots.
Oh my god. The first time I did this, I'm like, oh god, this like penultimate fight is terrible, and then it's not even the penultimate fight.
Like these fuckers are straight out of Tales of the Abyss.
Is it Tales of the Abyss or Tales of Abyss?
Tales of the Abyss. That's the only one with an extra word in there.
If I can kill them quick, that would be fucking wonderful. Because they're gonna do a thing like, look, every time I attack them, then they hit me. I'm gonna armor up, shield charge, bullshit. This is bullshit.
Tales of the Abyss needs an HD port.
Heal him up.
They did a port to the 3DS. It was strange, an odd choice. Either version emulates very well. Actually, I haven't run that on PS2 in a while. I should see if it works any better nowadays. It's a good game. It's also the story of Final Fantasy VII. You talking shit, Cory?
Am I talking shit?
You talking shit, bro?
About your Final Fantasy or whatever?
Tales of the Abyss. Tales of the Abyss harp the story of Final Fantasy VII, and Tales of Symphonia harp the story of Final Fantasy X.
Fuck you, dude. He's gonna hit everyone with that. Sucks. Alright, healer, your fucking job's to dispel, heal everyone.
Fucking access it.
This.
You're not good enough. You gotta get good.
This one, like, I've just played 3 runs of it. I don't know what it is.
This. This.
But you're supporting the developers, bro. I bought the DLC to that fucking Element TD2 game.
What?
There was DLC for the Element TD2 game, so I bought it.
I don't even know what game that is.
It's a game Carvel's plays all the time. I check out the games that my fellow co-hosts talk about on the podcast.
Really? You know we talk shit all the time. Terrible games. What's wrong with you?
Well, if you say it's terrible, I won't play it. But if you say it's a good game and I'm enjoying it, I'll give it a shot. It's typically how this works. You take game recommendations and you go with them.
Nightmares. Oh, that's the fastest I've killed them so far. Look at me, I'm king of this game. Take that.
You're the best.
Curse and Namicon. Ooh. Heal yourself for damage. I mean, this might be nice. Discover 3 curse cards. Cost 0. We have to do that though. All heroes. No. Okay, everyone gets their final level now. Indomitable for him.
This is a run-based game, right?
Yeah, so it's a roguelike. Veil of Shadows. When you play a skill, it doesn't matter. Small weapons. When you play a small weapon, I don't have any, so might as well do that. More dark. Archangel. Let's see what we have for loot.
How we do new stream where I play Tales of the Abyss?
We have to play Galarion tomorrow, whatever it's called.
Galarians, yeah. I have a final tomorrow at like 6:30. So
So after that,
Around-
then.
yeah, shouldn't take long. It actually looks like it's working a lot better now. That's good news. I can't remember where there were a shit ton of graphical glitchers.
Glitchers. Oh, I love the Glitcher 3.
Yeah, I was gonna make the same joke.
I bet you were. Copycat.
What can I say? Nothing if not wholly original.
I'm gonna actually fucking beat this run, probably.
It's good for the stream.
Who am I gonna target? You. Yeah. Poison everyone. Poison dart.
Boy, guys, I'm turning 20 years old.
What?
Turning 20 years old.
You're turning 20? That's a lie.
In the video game. My 20th birthday is coming up.
What, in Tales of Abyss?
You are correct.
You're like a young boy in Galarians.
Yeah.
Sucks.
Valerians 2 I remember being a lot worse than the first one, but it's been several decades since I played either of them. I think I got my PS1 copy off of Brett.
What game?
Valerians.
Yeah, I think so.
I got it from somebody, but I can't remember who else it would have been. I've also never played that PS2 sequel to Brave Fencer Musashi.
Who has?
I know, right? I don't think anybody has. Is his name Sion or something stupid like that? Let's find out. Galarians is a survival horror game in which the player navigates a 3D character model over a pre-rendered background, using character-related controls similar to those implemented in Alone in the Dark is the reference point they put in there. You know, because Resident Evil never happened. Items must be collected to unlock new areas and advance the story like every other video game. Unlike the most of the other game types, the protagonist is unable to use his weapons. Rion. Ah, it's Rion, not Sion. I think Sion is in the bouncer.
There's an item in this game that lets you mirror a card at 0 cost, and I really want it.
What was that?
There's an item in this game that lets you mirror a card at 0 cost, and I want it, but it's fucking random, like all fucking random ass card games.
Hack it in. Did you play Inscription?
The hell is Inscription?
It is a game not too unlike this one. It was kind of the indie darling from last year.
Oh, was it the it starts off as a card game and then turns into another type of game?
It's always a card game, but yeah.
I did play that. It was I forgot the name of it. I like the card game portion of it.
The first part, yeah. Thought it was vastly overrated, but I did enjoy it. No, people like meta shit too much. I don't think it's very interesting.
You have against meta shit.
I just like my games being straightforward. I don't like fucking, well, if you go into the system directory files and you check the TXT file, like, all that shit's fucking stupid. It's dumb. It's not smart or heady, it's just fucking annoying.
Spell this. Regenerate. Heal everyone. Generate. Stack poison. Ooh, that's good. Perfect. I don't think we need anything else unless we get a Dispel at this point. Corrupted Blade, Friend Monster, no. Darkness Falls, nope. Dispel, this is a Purge, but nothing I need. Do I want to use the Altar? No. Let's leave. We don't need this. I'm sure there's some sort of system to get it. Don't need to heal up. One last fight before the boss.
Is this a mosquito?
Yeah, I have a mosquito pet. Do you not have a
Okay.
mosquito pet?
I don't. Me and mosquitoes do not typically get along.
Not a lot of people get along with mosquitoes, Tom.
Glad we're on the same page here. I need a third monitor. I need to buy one.
I mean, who doesn't need a third monitor?
Ah, I know, right?
Okay, it's bullshit. You can stop now.
I'm also gonna see if my my boss will give me a budget to build a small little workstation. desk and a chair and a monitor.
My company told me to go fuck myself.
Really?
No, they gave me a monitor, but they it's the like the desk and stuff they just expect you to have.
Mm.
Your own desk? Oof.
I know, I'm asking so much.
This is the new place?
Yeah,
Interesting.
it's really good. I like it. Everything's good.
Really like a dedicated monitor and an area to use it. I don't like using laptops.
Yeah, they gave me a docking station and stuff, which works.
I have my own docking station, so they don't need to front those. They are oddly expensive. Like $400 to $500.
You can get some for like 125, 150.
And third-party ones. Never heard like a never quality. Like the Chinese special. Like even the Target stocks are 350 around there. You can get any real USB-C to HDMI with the USB ports and all that shit too. Cheapo. I have a few Dell ones and a Target one around here somewhere. Who makes a laptop? Oh, Lenovo. I don't have a Lenovo one. Not that I don't think it matters that much, but I don't have that brand.
Ooh.
Got some sinister sounding music.
Yeah, it's a lot of stacks. I put on myself to get that. Master spell. There we go. Here's a poison. Heal him up. Does anyone else need dispelling? You do.
Are you using a mouse or a controller?
Using a mouse, why?
Just curious if this works on a controller.
I think it does, but there's no way in hell I'd ever play this game on a controller. That's insane. Who plays card games on a controller?
Played a lot of Pokemon trading card game on my Game Boy.
Bet you did.
It was good at the time. I don't think of any card games that I actually liked. I liked Metal Gear Acid on the PSP.
What is Metal Gear Acid?
It was a strategy game with Metal Gear characters, and you had cards to do your turns.
Entrench everyone.
Not typically a genre I like, but that game was fun. Maybe we should get you to play Metal Gear Acid on here. I have to do actual edited video reviews of games.
Yeah, you say that a lot.
I say it a lot, but I can never decide on which game I want to do. When you have, 30 years worth of fucking game files on your computer, you kind of get too much of a choice, and it's really hard to narrow down which one you want to do. Found a game yesterday on the Genesis I was actually having a lot of fun with. Old Colossus, I think it was called, a Japanese import that somebody did a fan translation for. Kind of like a Zelda-y, easy kind of game.
Let's give you that. It's going on too long.
What's people's nostalgia level for the Game Boy Advance?
I like the SP.
I didn't like the SP that much. I like the fact that it had a backlight on the later model, but the form factor, I like the original Game Boy way more.
I think that I like the Advance because of the Metroid games.
The Metroid games are great. But yeah, like the overall people's fondness for the game library, is it good? Do people like the Game Boy Advance?
I think so. I think it had a fair library.
I had some really good games on there.
Golden
Like, I like the
Sun.
Game Boy Advance, but I just don't know anybody else does.
I love it. I thought it was one of my favorite. It was probably my favorite portable system Nintendo did, just because of like, you had the action games where they redid the Mario World series and shit, and Super Mario 3, and like I felt like it had so much stuff on it that you could just be like, I'm just gonna throw this in my backpack and play something quick.
As was the style design.
I liked the fact that I could play the Dragon Ball Z game on it.
Which one?
Path of Goku.
The top-down action game?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Legacy of Goku, I believe it's called. There's 2 of those. Oh, was Legacy of Goku on the DS? There was a third one that was on the DS.
I thought I was on the Advanced.
The Advance had the first 2.
A real big bummer. I was hoping to like that game, and that just didn't hit for me. Now I have nothing else to play.
Yep, Legacy of Goku. That's it. I was also a big fan of that game called Shining Souls. I don't know if you've ever played that. It was a pretty competent Diablo clone on the Game Boy Advance, but it's a little slow to play nowadays. No, I should just do some Game Boy Advance reviews. I like the Game Boy Advance.
Who doesn't love the Game Boy Advanced?
I don't see that many like people covering just the Game Boy Advance. I know a lot of people who do Super Nintendo games and for whatever reason the N64 and shit like that, but I don't know anybody who does GBA.
You ready to watch some bullshit, Tom? Watch this. Watch this. Watch this bullshit that's gonna happen.
For or against you?
Yeah. It's not even the final fucking boss. The first time I got here, I was like, oh, thank God, it's over.
Who hurt you, Cory?
These assholes.
Just laughing at you. Good shit.
To keep watching that dark stacks, those will kill me. Poison.
Leg shot. Didn't do any damage to him at all.
Yeah, he is damage debuffed. That's fine. I'm just gonna keep stacking poison on him mostly, but he's gonna do a ton of fucking damage and shit. It's gonna be awful.
I'm watching stuff happen, but I have no idea what's going on.
Oh, he gets 4 fucking cards a turn no matter what. Do this. Block
The health bar
everyone.
goes down, then it goes back up, then it goes down again.
I have a ton of regeneration. So that's that right there. These are all the buffs I have. The purple ones are the bad things. Gotta guard the rat. Rat needs to be guarded at all costs. He's the main damage dealer.
Typical mage.
Alright.
Did you play that Record of Lotus War game that came out a year or 2 ago?
I've been too way into Dead Cells still.
It's a Castlevania clone.
I want to play some more Hades at some point, but I kind of beat. I even got the secret ending in Hades, so I don't even know there's a reason to go back.
Is this a secret ending
Yeah.
in Hades? Did you bang your
Yeah.
brother?
You gotta
No,
beat it 20 times, I think.
Yeah.
10 or 20 times.
Basically, like, does anyone spoilers in 10?
I already did it, so.
Yeah, so basically you beat the game, and at one point your mom isn't there anymore, and you can convince her to go back.
Is that the
And, like, her
secret?
and Hades-
The secret ending? I assumed that was what was gonna happen.
No, like, otherwise you have to keep, like, it's... Like, otherwise she just keeps sending you back. You're like, Mom, no!
Completely blanking on the main character's name.
Zagreus?
Yeah.
This Red Hood ability is way too broken.
You're playing Gotham Knight?
Nope.
Son of a bitch. I'm here supporting our buddy Cory playing this game. And you're like,
Or-
I have it on another screen.
Tom ordered me to play it. He's like, you better fucking be playing that.
I was doing something. Cory's like, should I stream something? I'm like, I don't care. And then I checked the stream like 20 minutes later. He's just in it. I'm like, oh, okay, I guess he started it.
You were like, you better be streaming that, Cory. It's good
Oh,
content.
no, yeah. I'm gonna
I
kidnap Gronk.
I did hear the voicemail.
It's
Get
aggressive.
your ass over that fucking computer. You load up them video games and you play those motherfuckers.
You better produce us motherfucking content, or I'm gonna kill you and your goddamn dog.
10 subs. Minimum.
I put you in the grave.
And sell the bathwater.
Fucking.
I love that attack animation. So shit.
It's not about the attack information. It's about seeing all the fucking numbers go up on screen.
It's like in Fire Emblem on the Game Boy Advance, where all of the attacks have really cool attack animations, but then you get sick of it and you turn them off. But then you kind of start missing the cool animations. Those Game Boy Advance Fire Emblem games are top tier games. Series peak.
Oh god, I gotta get rid of those fucking clones.
Not the clones. Does he also hate sand?
Of course.
It's everywhere.
Oh my god. Fucking bullshit attack.
I'm not so sure, and again, I don't think that's wise.
Your Obi-Wan is just... It's just something amazing.
It is, right? Turns me on. Hello there. Like, what is he doing? What is the accent? It's like posh, but like made up posh. I don't quite understand it. He doesn't sound like that in any other movie.
Oh my god, die! You prick.
Kill him, Cory. Kill him.
All monsters. There we go.
Killed him.
I just needed him dead. Now I need him healed. Chain heal him. Everyone's at full health. There we go.
I have 61 messages.
Messages from who?
Twitch. Prime
Supposed to be talking
Gaming.
to our people.
I'm just something in chat. GTA 5. Is it just saying what's came out on the Prime Gaming? I guess. Do people still play RuneScape? Is that still a thing?
What, you never played RuneScape?
A
I
lot
played
of people,
RuneScape in like 2004.
a lot of people stream it still.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Brett, we need you on the ground floor of this.
Nope. My depression isn't that bad.
Mine's getting there. You'll give it a shot. I mean, if you say, hey, play RuneScape or Genshin Impact, I'm gonna take RuneScape.
It's getting there. December is not throwing any punches, but I'm just saying I might go back to play World of Warcraft before I go play fucking RuneScape.
What was the game where you had to sweat pigs?
Sweat pigs.
Yeah, Taylor always talks about it. It was like a RuneScape clone. But you can't do anything at the beginning of the game. You have to like earn money, and the only way to earn money is to like sweat pigs.
Stop saying
Then you
sweat pigs. I don't like you
gotta
saying
sweat.
that.
You gotta sweat the pigs, Cory.
Oh, this is not good. Oh, this ain't good.
Where's Taylor? He's the expert on the pig,
Pig
sweat.
sweating.
Yasui!
Cross
Oh,
Taylor right now. Taylor, what game? Sorry, what was the game that made you sweat the pigs to get? Yeah, that was the thirst area. Have you guys watched those YouTube shorts or TikTok, whatever the fuck they are, of people saying the most inane video game facts?
Like what?
Did you know on the front of your PS2 you can twist the logo 180 degrees? Might have been just 90, but you know what I mean. Did you know about this hot trick on the NES? If you want to continue your Super Mario Brothers, you hold down A and press start on the first controller.
I know everyone was like, "We've been playing the game wrong." I'm like, we just didn't.
There was one that said you were playing the game wrong, and it was so incorrect. I can't remember what the fuck it was.
How could you possibly
Oh,
be
what
playing the
was it?
game wrong?
I don't know. It's just, did you know you were playing whatever game it was wrong this entire time? What was it? I'm blanking. It was so stupid that it just left my brain. But it was. These videos are the low-hanging fruit. I still can't get over that guy who just ships shit. That one's the worst. Somebody just ordered Assassin's Creed 3 on the Xbox 360. Let's go pack it. And then he puts it in an envelope, and that's the video. What the fuck?
Fucking god.
Are we gonna have videos of people in the back of McDonald's? Somebody's ordered a quarter pounder with cheese. Holding the window. Let's go get it.
Why are you
Another
so
satisfied customer.
why are you so negative to this?
It's so bottom of the barrel. I hate it. Like, you can feel yourself getting stupider watching these videos. I hate TikTok. Like, it's the worst thing. Also, a lot of stereotype Asian jokes. Seems to be the thing right now. Are you still in this fucking fight?
Yeah, at this point it's pretty much a lost cause because I just have to like hope he dies from the poison he has on him. Look, like my healer and my tank both have insane regeneration on them, but he can one-shot pretty heavily. These bullshit abilities got from sucking off the devil.
Gotta get friends some way.
Off the devil.
My favorite Motley Crue song. Tommy Lee does a great drum solo in the middle of "Sucking Off the Devil."
That wasn't Van Halen?
No, it's Motley Crue.
No.
It's running with the devil, so
Yeah, I know. I thought that was a Van Halen song.
nah, it's the Crew.
Can't believe Billie Eilish never heard of Van Halen. What
It's
a fucking
deeply
insult.
offensive.
These kids.
How dare she be like 12?
Made it. Fucking run. Oh, come on, this fucking detection level. I don't want to play this game anymore.
Did you try to self-take down somebody and throw a battering at their skull?
You can't. This one, like, you have to avoid detection or a fucking auto penalty.
You want Batgirl for that one. She has a perk where you don't get detected by cameras. Is it the one where you have to go in the police station and they have panels on the ground that trigger if you step on them?
No, it's you have to go into the ballroom in the middle of
I don't know if I've done that one yet.
It's basically the next mission we need before we can unlock the assault level. That we
I was holding off on main chapter story quest until I was playing with either you or Cory.
Yeah, she should. Brett.
He didn't
Yeah,
tailor us yet, so
No,
we got that at least.
I'm on 4.2, which is literally the next story quest. So that way, I figured if I went ahead and unlocked the multiplayer, then at least you guys would eventually, like, I assumed you guys were already going to be ahead of me because I haven't been online yesterday at all.
I've played it in a few days. Oh, a few days ago, I was just kind of laying around and playing on my laptop. I was just doing the busy work, but I didn't do any of the main stuff. I didn't tailor you. Oh, what's that? We're all level 18? Okay, let's call it a night.
Oh, we
Next
did a
day.
month.
Oh, I'm level like 97 and I prestige 5 times and I have like the end game armor. What? It's been 12 hours. What happened?
He has some sort of condition.
Here's the meta.
When he told me he got everything in the Shadowline game, I was like, how did you do that?
He doesn't do work at work.
I don't either, but I don't play video games. I should probably.
Yeah, you should
I
absolutely
don't.
play video games.
Yeah. So I can do my reviews, I suppose.
Hey guys, here's a little gem. Have you ever heard of Super Mario Bros?
Do you know Tetris means 5?
I did not know that. It's in Meat 5.
Oh, I don't know. Might be.
Aren't Tetris pieces 4?
I think it means 5 different pieces, but because there's a square. Yeah.
Square, T, Z, and L. And an I.
Oh, there's free XP if I just keep punching this one guy over and over again.
We're in a real impasse here. I can out heal him, and I can't do any damage. Riveting.
Does he just kill himself out of boredom at one point?
He'll die eventually.
Yeah, of old age.
He has 90.
This is Metal Solid 3.
He has 96 poison on him.
It's like my pappy's liver.
What that shit-eating grin he has.
Look at this regeneration. 140 HP a turn, 100 HP a turn. Doesn't matter. I'm just gonna do whatever damage I can.
He's halfway dead.
Here, invigorate. Protect everyone. Shield wall.
Oh, cool. I avoided security just in time to kill everyone. Nice.
Tom, you're good at math. 95 degrading 1 per turn compared to 2200. At one point is he gonna die?
Degrading per turn? Does that mean he takes 95 a hit?
Well, now he's at 94. So so he'll take every turn he takes 95 damage. 94
Yeah,
now. So it's gonna go down 1 a turn.
About 26 turns?
Gonna wait on that.
Poison gun. Poison gun. Does whatever a poison gun does.
My Catwoman fell off my desk and her little leg on her foot broke off, so now she can't stand on the little platform anymore.
Oh god, no! It's over.
What do I do?
What, about your Catwoman? I don't know. Got a girlfriend?
Shut up. I can get one if I wanted one. I just choose to be single. Was this Zoe Kravitz?
What about Zoe Kravitz?
Is that who Catwoman is in the recent movie?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so Zoe Kravitz figure. About time. was waiting a long time for that high fidelity set to come out and never did.
Feel that?
You guys gotta keep talking. You know, talk about stuff.
Oh yes. There's a lot of articulation in this figure, but none of it looks good. Big little ball joint in the arms here.
You're a big old ball joint.
I try to be. Try my hardest.
Oh my god. Try.
You're the boss.
I don't know. She can't stand on her peg anymore. I'll throw her away.
You didn't even see that movie.
Not yet. It was on clearance at GameStop, and I had to spend the $5 coupon on something, so I got this figure. I typically buy figures or something. I'm gonna buy a video game. Come on. You guys remember that era where every store had their own promotions for buying games at a discounted rate? Like Best Buy had the Gamers Club Unlocked, whatever it was. You pre-order a game, you got 20% off or something.
That was so good.
And Amazon did something similar. And GameStop never did anything like that because they are GameStop. I miss that era. That was a good time.
Yeah, they were.
20% off used games.
Yeah, but the used games are $55 compared to $60, you know? So you paid $50 instead of $55. Wasn't a great deal. I got cheaper new if I went to Best Buy. That would have been $48.
Do you guys remember Primal Rage?
I do remember Primal Rage. It was a very bad game.
Okay.
Oh, you a fan? Big Primal Rage guy?
I'm the biggest Primal Rage fan in existence.
It's a good possibility, because that game's not very good.
How do you hate on Primal Rage? What did Primal Rage do to you?
Wasn't good. I don't know. I have it on the Jaguar, bruh.
Cory's primal raging right now.
I mean,
I think so.
it's infuriating.
Did you play 2?
There's a 2?
It was a prototype or a what do you call that when you make a version to show out to people?
A build.
Yeah, like an early build of it. There was one that was in arcades. What happened was Midway purchased the company that was who made Primal Rage? I can't remember. Whoever that development team was purchased by Midway. And during the development of Primal Rage 2, they said, we don't need another game like Mortal Kombat. We already have that. And they just canceled it. But it was near complete. But, I don't know, maybe 5 years ago. It was relatively recently. It wasn't too long ago in the past where somebody dumped it. The MAME. It runs in MAME. It's an arcade board. Somebody found it in like a fucking back room of a, I don't know, like a warehouse somewhere or some shit. So there is a playable build of Primal Rage 2. It was interesting. Like, they didn't do the animals fighting. You played as a regular warrior kind of person, and then they would transform into a monster.
Weird.
Yeah, it was a different take on it.
A weird take on it.
Yeah, it was weird. Who the fuck made Primal Rage? I'm blanking on the company. Claim Studio? Yeah, it was Acclaim. Acclaim was purchased by,
I can't believe we're still fighting this boss.
I mean, fighting's a word you could use, Brett. It's
He's
impossible.
surviving.
It's impossible for him to kill me. Shield bash. It's like he can't kill me. It's very annoying that all the other friends died.
All his friends are dead. All his friends are dead. That robot hit him in the head, so his friends are dead.
This would be really frustrating if you were the big bad guy at the end of something.
It says Atari Games. Atari wasn't purchased by Midway. They were sold to Infogrames, or whatever that company's called.
At this point, I'm just curious, like, can he die? Can I hope to ever do enough damage for him to be dead?
You tell me.
No, he seems to have a heal ability. Which explains why it's taking so long. What is his heal ability?
It was 2014, and it was brought to Galloping Ghost Arcade in Brookfield. I'm rereading about the Primal Rage 2 thing. Chainsaw Man.
What about Chainsaw Man?
I just didn't ask for it. Chainsaw Man, 10 most powerful devil hunters, ranked. Number 10, Beam. Number 9, Power. Number 8, Angel Devil.
It's number 7.
Oh, number 7, huh? Kishibe.
The fuck?
Kishibe.
I'm just gonna see if this guy can kill. I'm not gonna block anymore. Let's just see if he can kill me.
Number 1, skipping all the way down, is Denji.
You're right. Denji's definitely the strongest.
100%.
See the chainsaw or the man?
Oh no. I've never seen anything about Chainsaw Man. I don't know what it's about. As soon as a man with a chainsaw, if the title is to be believed.
Yep, I'm not even blocking anymore. Just kind of want this to be over. This is, it's truly pathetic, what this man's doing right now.
Midway bought Atari Games from its then parent company Time Warner. Was this when Atari was broken up into multiple companies? 'Cause I know Infogrames bought Atari. At least one portion of it. Because they changed their name to Atari in the 2000s. You guys remember Infogrames?
I do.
Yeah, they had like an armadillo as their mascot.
Yep.
Yeah.
Did they do a version of NBA Jam?
Who?
The Armadillo for no? I don't think it was the Iguana.
Iguana was they were Acclaim, I believe.
Flame, yep, that's what it was.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. I think I'm gonna resign this game. It's a stalemate. Let's redo this. I can reload it, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. We'll resign the game here.
Good try, Cory.
Who did NBA Jam? Because I know NBA Jam was the rights were bought by
Flame and Midway, I think it was.
yeah Midway originally, and then I think EA did a version of NBA Jam like on the Wii, 2010
Tom,
era.
give us an outro.
Well, thank you for joining us today on this episode of what is this?
As Cory tries miserably and learns that there's nothing but failure in the world.
Cory
Thank you for
tries and
joining us
dies.
this episode of Cory. Cory tries.
And
Cory in the
dies.
house.
Shut up.
Cory in the House Part 2.
Goodbye.
Good night.